Trying to help a dog who is suffering from arthritis can be a challenge. It's heartbreaking to watch your pet have trouble when he's just standing up or lying down. It's heartbreaking for a pet owner. One of the best things that you can do for a dog with arthritis is to make them a food or purchase a commercial food that helps to aid in joint and bone health. Staying away from fatty meats as well as grains is a great option when you're trying to treat a dog with arthritis. Grains and fatty meats can both actually make inflammation worse, which is going to give him more trouble. You can also add ingredients like foods with beta-carotene or omega-3 fatty acids, which help to ease the inflammation and make things a little bit easier. This homemade recipe does just that. This homemade dog food for arthritis takes a bit of prep work. First, what you want to do is boil 1 pound of chicken breast. So mine is boiled and I've cut it up into chunks that are appropriately sized for my dog. You're also going to need to cook 1 cup of oats according to the instructions on the package. I used steel cut oats and I boiled them according to the directions. You're also going to need 1/2 cup of carrots. Now, if you're using canned carrots or frozen that are already pre-cooked, you don't need to, but I used fresh carrots, so I boiled those first. Now for the raw ingredients, you're going to use 1/4 cup of celery and 1/4 cup of kale. And I did not cook that. I chose not to. Heating and cooling fruits and vegetables actually takes away some of the nutrients in the vegetable. So I try to leave them raw when I can. Sometimes carrots are a little bit too hard for our little beagle mix Molly to chew. So I like to boil those just to make them softer for her. I'm going to toss this stuff around just to make sure that it's well blended before I add all of the other ingredients. You're also going to want 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. I melted mine just to make it easier to mix in. And 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. Now that that's thoroughly mixed, I'm going to add a teaspoon of spinach powder. And a pinch of parsley. I'm using dried parsley leaves. If you happen to have fresh, you can go ahead and use those. You don't need very much, just I'm doing a few shakes in there. And you're also going to add 1 tablespoon of flaxseed. Ground flaxseed is what I'm using, and I found organic flaxseed. That's what you want to get. You want to make sure that you buy the healthiest ingredients. And that is all the ingredients. So now I'm just going to give this a good mix and it will be ready to serve to my dogs. As you can see, our Labrador Sadie loves this homemade dog food for arthritis. You can feed about 1/2 cup for every 25 pounds of body weight per serving, and you would want to feed 2 servings per day. So if you had a dog like Sadie that weighed, say your dog weighed 50 pounds, you do about 1 cup per serving. Twice a day would be 2 cups for the day. You can store leftovers in an airtight container in the refrigerator for 5 to 7 days, and you could also store them in an airtight container in the freezer for up to 3 months. If you guys have any other questions, please email me, Samantha@topdogtips.com. I hope you enjoyed this video.